All this story would begin before the Tournament of Power. The god Kitela, along with another god, were seeing how to do so that the Universe 7 is eliminated quickly. In that while they thought, they came up with the idea of why not disappear the strongest warriors who have that universe. The god Kitela, thanks to an infiltrated warrior who was working in the Capsule Corporation for a few days, he obtained the information of the Saiyan race. He discovered that they are beings that can increase their power as they are fighting. Basically, they have a power without limit. Besides, he also discovered information of their other friends. That's all I know about them, sir. I hope this information that I have been collecting for days is useful to you. The god only had a slight smile on his face. You really did an incredible job. As I promised, your planet will not be destroyed. Thank you very much, God of Destruction. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you allow me, I'll be on my way. The infiltrator would leave quickly. At that moment, when he received the information, he was just talking to that god of destruction. God Kitela, what a timely information. Now that we know about the power of the Saiyan, we cannot let the warrior Goku and Vegeta participate in the Tournament of Power. The best thing would be to end the lives of both of them, to avoid inconveniences in the future. Well, I'm not the only one who thinks like that. I think it's a great idea. What if we give it a quality welcome? Hey, by the way, how will we do to go to Universe 7 if their angel realizes it? Besides, if we attack them from Earth, the god Beerus could realize it, and it could start an unnecessary fight between gods. You are very right. In my universe, there is a planet where the inhabitants have a very peculiar technique. If you show them a picture of the person you want to teleport to you, that person will come to where you are. What an interesting ability. It's like a kind of summoning. I really like the idea. Well, what are we waiting for? Come to my universe, and we will go to it together, planet. The god Kitela, it would close the call with the other god, and without thinking so much, would go to the universe of the other god. Once the two met, they went to that unknown planet. As soon as they arrived, the inhabitants of the planets became very nervous. God of Destruction, to what do we owe your welcome? Don't tell me you plan to destroy this humble planet. This time, I do not feel like doing that. I come for a more important matter. We need you to bring the two people who are in this picture. I want you to bring them to this planet. I know that the inhabitants of your planet can do. Sorry, God of Destruction, but none of us can do what you ask me. Do you think I am someone you can fool so easily? My angel once told me about this planet. Are you saying he lied to me? The god of destruction was losing his patience, so he would put his Hakai hand on the planet's boss. Wait a moment, sir. Maybe we can't do that, but inside the prison of this place, there is a person with incredible techniques. He was locked up for having robbed the inhabitants of the planet, and also for causing many damages. Without a doubt, he is a very dangerous person and difficult to control. We were able to lock him up by miracle, so if I were you, I'd better leave. You think a mortal would scare me? The god Kitela would laugh. We are gods of destruction. No mortal can stand up to us. The boss would take the two gods to the maximum security prison that was in the place. In that place, only a lot of commotion could be heard. At that, a prisoner who was in cell 34 would have seen the two gods of destruction. He would start laughing. Are you some kind of mouse? Look here, I have some cheese for you to eat. You really look very clownish with that suit on. The god Kitela, he would have slightly increased key, making the prisoner retreat. Sorry, God of Destruction, he's just a prisoner. Don't take him too seriously. That simple prisoner made me angry, and a lack of respect, I will not stand it. The god Kitela, it only with his aura would have made the bars of the prisoner's cage disappear, and without wasting time, would have made him disappear with his Hakai power, thus becoming cosmic dust. The other prisoners who were watching what happened, of having gone from shouting and some mockery, that simple act made the whole prison feel a great silence which had never been seen before. The head of the planet was very thoughtful. Impressive, with a single movement, he made the man disappear. The nervous boss would walk to the prisoner's cell. Unlike the others, he had a bracelet that nullified his abilities. Basically, at that moment, he was an ordinary human. We will get to the point. I know you can teleport people to you, so we want you to bring these two people. Their names are Goku and Vegeta. They are from Universe 7 and live on a planet called Earth. You are able to bring people from other universes. The question offends. The truth is that if I can do it, if I use a great part of my ki, I can make them come. But the question is, what would I gain in exchange for helping them? As I understand from your clothes, you are gods of destruction. As far as I know, you have the power to destroy anything with your Hakai power. But just like you did with that prisoner, I know my existence is in danger. But I want to ask for something in return. Shameless prisoner like you have no right to ask for anything. If you don't talk, I will destroy you just like I did with the other one. Do you think you're going to threaten me with that? In my life, I have nothing. Besides, if you eliminate me, how are you going to bring these two people? I want to ask for two things in return. They are very simple. I want my abilities back, and the other is that I want to be released from this place. I see, so that's what you're asking for in return. Okay, I promise I will fulfill that if you bring me both of them. But if you don't, I will dust you. The god of destruction would look at the head of the planet. I want you to give them their abilities again. But God, if I give him his abilities back and let him go free, that would be very dangerous for many planets. I'm sorry, but I can't do what you ask me to do. The god of destruction would be angry, so with one blow, he would leave him lifeless. He really was just useless. We can't waste time. Bring the handcuffs closer to my palm. I'm going to free you from that seal or whatever it is that doesn't allow you to use your ability. The god together with the god Kitala both would have placed their two palms against the handcuffs. Magically, the handcuffs would have been released. I can feel it. My ki and my abilities have returned. It has been so long since I had my power returned. We complied and removed your handcuffs. Now bring in the two mortals in the picture. The prisoner would have sat on the floor. His ki would have dispersed all over the place. A yellow light would be seen on the floor, and almost exhausting all his ki, two people would have appeared together. The two people were very confused by what was happening. But what the hell is going on? Where am I? I was training in the gravity chamber, and now I find myself here? Vegeta, what are you doing here? Don't tell me that the two of us were brought here by someone. The two gods of destruction would have stood in front of Goku and Vegeta. Aren't you two gods of destruction? Exactly, we are, but that doesn't matter now. Right now, your and Vegeta's lives are ending here. We can't let you participate in the tournament of strength. You gods are cheaters! You brought us here without our will? Now you want to eliminate us? You're right, Kakarot. These two only know how to say stupid things. But we will not stay with our hands crossed. If we have to fight, we will fight. I like to see their fighting spirit, or better said, survival. How about playing cat and mouse now? The gods would have charged two Hakai energies in their hands. Before those Hakai energy balls hit Goku and Vegeta, they would have transformed into Super Saiyan God Blue. Awesome, two mortals with the ki of a god. No doubt leaving them alive will make for the worst idea. Goku and Vegeta would start fighting together against the two gods of destruction. Receive this, gods! Kamehameha! Final Flash! Each of the two would say one of their abilities. The two power energies would have come together to become one. The moment that energy was thrown at the two gods, they would have almost effortlessly deflected it completely. That really is the best they have. Shut your insect mouth! Vegeta would begin to fight alone against the two gods, hitting him in the face and stomach, but the two gods stopped his attacks with ease. You may have the power of a god, but you will never be as strong as a real one. The god would kick him in the face, while another god would hit him in the stomach. This would make Vegeta spit blood, and flew far away from there. While Vegeta shot through the air, Goku would fly quickly to catch him. As soon as Goku caught Vegeta, the Saiyan would lose consciousness, so he would lose his transformation. Damn it, Vegeta, with one blow they left you so bad. Right now I don't have any Hermit Seed to be able to give to you, but I know I'm still fighting. I'll do nothing to them, but I have no other choice. This place is full of barriers that don't let me transport myself to more places. No doubt they thought of everything. Goku would leave Vegeta lying on the ground, and without thinking, he would use the Kaioken times 10. The place would be filled with a very red aura with blue. The pressure of the place felt heavy. Wow, so he can further increase his power. How impressive. Goku, with a quick flash, would kick the god Kitala. This would make the god who was confident a bit back up 1 meter backwards. Impressive. Made me back up. The god, taking advantage of Goku being in front, he would throw a sphere of Hakai energy at the Saiyan, but Goku would dodge it. But while dodging the Hakai energy ball, the god of destruction from the other universe would give him a strong kick from behind. This would make Goku fall into the Hakai power. The other god, along with the god Kitala, would begin to gather their power as gods of destruction. This would make the energy ball become much stronger and more resistant. This will be your end, Goku. Die once and for all. No, it can't be, damned! I can't lose here. Kaioken times 20! Goku's power would increase again. This would cause the energy ball to have a small gap. Perfect! A way out! Goku would have quickly exited the energy ball before the gods could do anything. Goku would teleport to where Vegeta was. Vegeta, we have to get out of here fast! Goku grabbed Vegeta's body, and as a last option, he channeled power into his right hand, trying to break the barrier, but this was totally in vain. Now what am I going to do? I have nowhere to go! I'd better hide on this planet. Goku would quickly fly away carrying Vegeta on his shoulder, but despite the great speed that Goku had, his power would have run out, what would cause Goku, while flying, to fall into the lake of the place. Goku kept falling from the deepest part of the lake until he reached a point where no sunlight could be seen. Although Goku was without strength, his body would crash into a sea cave. Goku, without strength, would enter the cave, where he could breathe a little of the air that was accumulated in the place, thanks to an air bubble. Where am I supposed to be? Now is not the time to ask me questions. I have to hide somewhere around here. The gods would have seen that Goku fell into the lake, so they would have launched a very powerful ball of energy, which would make the water of the place start to evaporate. Goku at that moment felt how the whole place suddenly became hot, so he would find out of nowhere a door that was very familiar to him. When he entered that door, he would enter a place very similar to the time chamber of the planet Earth, along with Vegeta.